Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're really digging into a classic debate: the top 5 states for turkey hunting. Which ones truly stand out? Our mission here is to get past the guesswork. We want to understand the unique factors, geography, regulations, even culture, that put these places at the top. And for you listening, we boiled down the key info. We're talking bird populations, license sales, access issues, all drawn from the sources you shared. Basically, what's the recipe for great turkey hunting?
Right. And it's important to note where our main source, Basecamp Leasing, is coming from. Their perspective naturally highlights private land, the role of leasing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll talk about huge bird numbers, but the reality in these top spots, access is often the biggest hurdle. And, well, that usually means needing a lease or knowing someone. It's not just about the birds. It's about the actual opportunity.
Okay, let's unpack that. And I guess we have to start with the big one, the state that just looms large in American hunting, Texas. It seems like the obvious number one, but is it just because it's massive? Or is it something fundamentally different about the volume of birds there compared to other big southern states?
Well, Texas definitely tops the list, partly because of sheer volume, yes, but it's also about resilience. The source points to its huge size, naturally, but also a long lineage of bird hunters playing a role. We're talking about a state with consistently over 500,000 wild turkeys. I mean, that number is just staggering. It points to incredible habitat capacity.
And it's not just numbers, right? Texas offers something pretty unique: diversity in subspecies. It's got both Rio Grandes, Rios, and Easterns. It's a big deal if you're chasing a grand slam. But what does that mean on the ground for the hunter? Is one harder to hunt than the other?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's where it gets interesting. Easterns are often considered the toughest turkey. They like dense woods, they're harder to pattern, often less vocal than Rios, and just very wary. Rios, on the other hand, you usually find them in more open country. Prairies, scrub, near rivers, maybe a bit more predictable, but still a challenge, don't get me wrong. So Texas gives you quantity, sure, but also this whole spectrum of hunting styles and difficulty levels across different landscapes.
Okay, but here comes the flip side. The advantage hits a wall pretty quick. Despite 500,000 birds, that amazing variety, the source is clear. There's very little public ground suitable for turkey hunting. That access issue is immediate.
It really is. Texas is just overwhelmingly private land. Think huge ranches, farmland, places where turkeys thrive.
Wow.
So, yeah, all that opportunity. It's mostly behind gates. If you want to tap into those incredible numbers, you've got to figure out access. And like we said, that often means leasing.
And leasing isn't, pocket change. For someone flying in, wanting that Texas experience,
Yeah.
they could be looking at serious money for access, right? Maybe thousands.
Yeah.
Or needing really good connections.
Exactly. It makes Texas top for birds, maybe, but possibly the least accessible for just the average